Locus. Suppose a point moves in a plane such that it satisfies a given condition or set of conditions. The path it traces out is called its locus. For example, if you take the coordinate axis, y-axis and x-axis, P is a point on the first coordinate. P x1 y1 is a point on the first coordinate. Draw PM perpendicular to the x-axis and draw PN perpendicular to the y-axis. This is origin. This is x positive and x negative, y positive and y negative. The perpendicular distance from P to the x-axis is always equals to the y coordinate, that is modulus of y1, and the distance from P to the y-axis is always equals to the x coordinate of P, that is x1, modulus of x1. The locus of a point, here P is a variable point. The point P moves such that its distance from the coordinate axis are always equal. That means modulus of y1, that means PM is equal to Pn. The point which moves in a plane such that its distance from x-axis and y-axis are always equal. That means Pm is always equals to Pn. That means modulus of y1 is equal to modulus of x1. So, similarly, if you take another point, P is moves here, x2, y2, draw PM perpendicular to the x-axis and Pn perpendicular to the y-axis. And we take a point here, this is the point, draw PM perpendicular to the x-axis and perpendicular to the y-axis. If we join, if P is origin, x-axis and y-axis are also equal. So we join all these points. That means the path of a point is a straight line. The path of a point P is a straight line, which makes an angle 45 degrees with x-axis and 45 degrees with the y-axis. Since angle between x-axis and y-axis is 90 degrees, so that's why this is called angular bisector of the coordinate axis. If it is extends, it is the angular bisector of the coordinate axis. That means if you take any point on this line which is equidistant from the coordinate axis, which is equidistant from the coordinate axis, that means, for example, here we say that mod x1 is equal to mod y1. So that means y is equal to mod y1 is equal to plus or minus x1. y1 is equal to plus or minus x1. When x1 is equal to 1 and y1 is equal to 1, x1, y1, equidistant, x1 is equal to 1, 1. Here x1, y1 means 1, 1. Or x1, y1 is equal to 2, 2, or 3, 3 and 4, 4. These points are equidistant from the coordinate axis. If all these points are joining by a line, is called the locus of a line. The locus of a point which moves such that its distance from the fixed points, fixed lines are always equal. So here the geometrical application is, geometrical condition is equidistant from the coordinate axis is the geometrical condition. That means mod y1 is equal to mod x1. So its equation is y is equal to x. And we take the another angular bisector. This is y is equal to minus x. The combined equation of angular bisectors are x minus y is equal to 0 and x plus y is equal to 0. Multiplying these two, we get x square minus y square is equal to 0. This represents a pair of lines which passes through origin and bisecting the angle of coordinate axis. So these two lines are said to be the angular bisectors of the coordinate axis. Okay. Similarly, so that's why locus means suppose a point moves in a plane such that it satisfies a given condition. Given condition means given geometrical condition or set of conditions. Then the path it traces out is called its locus. Similarly, if we take C is a fixed point and P is a variable point which moves in a plane such that its distance from fixed point, it moves in a plane such that its C is a fixed point and P is a variable point which moves in a plane such that its distance from fixed point is always constant. Then its locus is called, the path of the point P is called a circle. That is, the path means that is nothing but the locus of a point. Locus is the path of a point. Here the point P is a variable point which moves in a plane such that its distance from the fixed point is always constant. The path of the point is called a circle. That means if a point, the distance from the point to the fixed point, the distance from a point P to the fixed point is smaller, and here it is smaller, and it is also smaller. Distance from surface of the circle to the fixed point is always equal to smaller. Here the fixed point is called center and the constant distance is called radius. Here the fixed point is called center and constant distance is called radius. So here the geometrical condition. What is the geometrical condition here? The distance of a point P from a fixed point is always constant. That means CP, distance from center to the point, is equal to R. This is the geometrical condition. So Cp square is equal to R square. For example, C is equal to 0, 0 and the point is x1, y1. Why we take it as x1, y1? In this locus, the point different places, the point lies in the different places. If you take one of the point in the locus, that is x1, y1. Let x1, y1 be the point on the locus. So P is x1, y1 and the C, center is origin and the constant distance is radius, small r. That is Cp is equal to R. Cp square is equal to R square. Now x1 minus a whole square, 0 whole square plus y1 minus 0 whole square is equal to R square. Distance between the 2 points, x1 minus 0 whole square plus y1 minus 0 whole square is equal to R square. So that implies x1 square plus y1 square is equal to R square. Now locus of x1, y1 is x square plus y square is equal to R square. This represents an equation of a circle whose center is origin and having radius is smaller. Okay, this is the locus of a point P. The locus of a point P which moves in a plane such that its distance from the fixed point is always constant. That is the definition of a locus, circle. That is the definition of a circle. Similarly, here the geometrical condition is, what is the geometrical condition here? The distance from P to the fixed point is always constant. That is the geometrical condition. Here the geometrical condition is the perpendicular distance from P to the x-axis and y-axis are always equal. That is the given geometrical condition. That means Pm is equal to Pn is the given geometrical condition. Pm means mod y1 and Pn means mod x1. So mod y1 is equal to mod x1. This is the given condition. If we applying squaring on both sides, x1 square is equal to y1 square. That means x1 square minus y1 square is equal to 0. This can be written as x1 minus y1 into x1 plus y1 is equal to 0. So that implies locus